I will see that here in a second. But all right. So with that said, I think it's time to move on to our last press conference or Nintendo Direct, I should say. That is good old Nintendo. Nintendo Direct is going to be the last video presentation slash press conference that will be happening at this year's E3. So with Nintendo, I think obviously the big thing they're gonna probably show off is the new Smash DLC characters, or one for sure. I think they're gonna show two. Honestly, I think they're gonna show two DLC characters for Smash in that fighter pack.
It could happen. I mean, definitely one. They're definitely going to talk about the next DLC character. Like, I can't imagine them not doing that.
Yeah.
And they'll probably like, oh, and this, and it'll talk about the pack. They won't just talk about the character. But yeah, as for Smash, I don't think there's much more than that.
They kind of blew their load last year. Well, they have other things going on. They have Splatoon 2 DLC possibly, more of that. Super Mario Party DLC.
Ooh, Splatoon 2 DLC I find very, very iffy.
Metroid Prime 4.
Doubtful. Very doubtful.
They recently said that they
Actually, I don't think we're actually gonna see them, because didn't the project get like restarted and switched devs?
Yes. Yeah. So that's
good. Yeah. We're just like, sorry guys.
Yeah, we're not gonna see that for a bit. I hope this year we'll get a release date for Bayonetta 3. I hope.
I think that's probably a given.
That's probably.
I mean, it's
a safe bet for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's been a couple of years since they've announced that game, right?
Yeah.
2?
Maybe more, I think. But yeah, hopefully this year we'll definitely get a release date for that. Kind of looking down the list from last year. We'll probably see something of Fire Emblem 3 Houses that they showed up last year, or some new Fire Emblem game, because Nintendo loves Fire Emblem. so we'll see something of that nature happening for sure. Now, you guys, or at least Greg says that there will be no Pokemon stuff at this year's E3 for Nintendo Direct. I think they will. I think there will be more Pokemon stuff at this year's E3.
No, because they just had a big ass fucking Pokemon Direct in general, or stage show or whatever.
Yeah, I think
they had a solo Direct for just Sword and Shield. It doesn't make any sense for them to talk about fucking Pokemon for this Direct.
I think if anything, it'll be a short like, hey, here's Pokemon that's coming this year, and then maybe one or two new stuff, but not lingering too long on it.
I mean, it's gonna be very brief.
I would say maybe it's like a short reveal of like a new feature, like
agreed.
Online co-op.
We already know that.
Yeah,
we already know what exists.
Well, no, but I mean like. But I mean, so as far as I know, the online co-op is only for the those boss battles, like the mega Pokemon boss battles.
Mm-hmm.
That's only co-op. But I mean, as far as like running around in the world co-op,
right?
Which is I don't see that happening. But maybe that special zone, maybe that's co-op.
Possibly.
And that's how you play with your friends, and that could be maybe something like, oh yeah, like, hey, this is co-op, this is the special world, and like a small little thing on that.
Here's why I'm saying that we're not hearing anything on Pokemon during this Direct, besides the two things I just said. There's one more Direct, at least one more Direct, before Pokemon comes out. I feel like for the E3 one, they're going to be talking about a lot of stuff that, we haven't heard about yet. So, like, we've barely heard anything on Bayonetta 3, so that's almost guaranteed. We have heard barely anything on Animal Crossing, so that's almost a guarantee.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Animal Crossing.
Absolutely.
You have barely heard anything on, what was the other game I was thinking of? Shit. There was another game I was thinking of. God damn it.
Fire Emblem?
Not Fire Emblem, no. Fuck.
Super Mario Party? No.
Oh, no, because we already had that.
Damon.
Pepsi Man?
Damon Ex Machina.
Probably more on that, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then also that new game from what was it? It was from Platinum Games. Is that your two police officers in space. You got a dog, like a robotic dog. I think that might be that Damien X Machina. I'm thinking of.
Yeah, I'm drawing a blank on that one, but I mean, likely it just doesn't make any sense for them to fucking triple down on Pokemon.
I think they will. I think they are going to triple down on Pokemon. That thing prints money.
That's not something we've seen them do before, Anthony.
Yeah.
I mean, they literally had a half hour to 45 minutes last year on nothing but Smash. So,
well, actually, there's some other games I was just thinking about. They were talking about a Luigi's Mansion, didn't they? I think like last year, the year before that.
I knew Luigi's Mansion.
Yes.
Yeah, Luigi's Mansion. And then there's a studio, the studio that made the studio that made Tropical Freeze is doing Metroid 4, right? Metroid Prime 4, right?
Retro Studios, I want to say.
Retro, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of the IPs that we haven't had a game for on the Switch yet.
Star Fox.
We're probably going to hear.
Metroid.
I got a Star Fox.
Earthbound.
Again, I specified the Metroid situation. Yeah. I'm really, 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 really fucking hoping that they go like, hey, starting in this year, like when the fucking online service for Nintendo becomes a year old, we're going to be adding Super Nintendo games to the free service.
That's true.
Yeah,
they could make that announcement. Yeah.
The virtual console.
Yeah,
I can see them doing that.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, Star Fox, it could definitely do that. Like again, we're not hearing anything about Metroid until Prime 4 is closer to being done.
Yeah. You think you'll get more Mario DLC for Odyssey, or do you think that we're done with Odyssey at this point?
Well, they haven't released any DLC for Odyssey, have they?
They haven't talked about it. Like I think Odyssey is done. I think they're like much like that and Breath of the Wild, they're done. Like they're moving on to new fucking things.
I could see them maybe doing like one more thing for Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
And that they announced it there.
There's going to be a fucking metric fuck ton of indie stuff.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Blair's right.
Yeah.
Blair
yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. So
more on the Persona 5 game, by the way.
Oh, dude! I hope that they announce that Persona 5 is going to be there. That's going to be on the Switch.
So did you see that the announcement of the Persona 5 game that's coming to the Switch? I don't remember the
But it's not actually Persona 5, right?
It's Persona 5, but it's not the same. It's not a port. It's based on a new game.
It's not the same.
It's a new.
Yeah. It's okay. So wait. So that's the one with the new game that has the new character, right? Is that going to the Switch?
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes.
I heard a lot of Persona 5 fans being angry at it because it's basically the story of Persona 5 but told differently.
Interesting.
What I've seen, I don't.
What I've heard, it is very much in the same way as Dynasty Warriors, and that type of game for this new Persona game that's coming to the Switch. And that's why people were angry about that, from what I've seen and heard.
So I would say it's probably we're probably gonna see Luigi's Mansion, Mario Maker 2, Bayonetta, of course Smash. I'm hoping Animal Crossing. I love Animal Crossing.
That's the thing is that Mario Maker 2 is a big iffy for me because that game's coming out this month.
Yes.
And they've already done a lot in terms of directs for that. So if they do, it's going to be very brief of like, hey, don't forget this comes out in like 3 weeks.
And they'll do that. I'm pretty sure they will.
I could maybe see them being like, oh hey, and like here's like the announcement of like a new world and it's Super Mario 2 aesthetic.
Right, I was gonna say there is a spot like when all the screenshots they show, there was a spot that clearly is there for like potential DLC. So they might announce what that DLC is. But that's a big stretch because I just don't see it.
So according to this article that I found it's from comicbook.com and it was released 3 hours ago, the E3 Direct is going to be 45 minutes long.
Sure, I've heard about that too. Okay, so pretty short.
So yeah, pretty close to what it was last year.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. There are no Pokemon, very little Mario Maker, mostly indie games.
Mm-hmm.
Like obviously, that's what.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's kind of like the safe bet.
My question.
Yeah, like so.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say my question. Oh, god damn it.
Gotcha. Go ahead.
No, my question to you guys. And this is regarding to Smash. Now there has been some leaks and some rumors about who the next characters are. Who do you guys think could be the next Smash character going to be revealed?
Oh man.
Boy, that's a tough question. It's going to be a character that's a staple from a video game franchise.
Yes.
Like that. Like everyone's like, I want Goku. I'm like, Goku's never coming to Smash. Stop it.
Yeah.
I would probably. Huh?
What if it's Master Chief?
No. Okay, no.
Man.
Okay, no, dude. You just
don't teach me like that.
You just kind of stole it right now from me. So, here's what I was thinking. I was thinking that at some point, this is a huge long shot, is that we're going to figure out about Game Pass on the Switch, either from Nintendo, more than likely from Nintendo during this press conference, and then after that, we're going to get a teaser of Banjo-Kazooie as the next character, and Master Chief as a assist trophy.
That is not too far on a possibility. I can definitely see the Game Pass coming to Switch and
then Banjo-Kazooie.
Yeah.
I don't see the Game Pass coming to Switch.
I think it does.
Well, there's two. Okay, Anthony, we've talked about this on the podcast before. Microsoft is not going to. They're trying to make things a little bit easier for gamers. They're still not going to get rid of their exclusive shit, and that's an exclusive thing to them. The thing that Nintendo is going to get from them is a few of those indie games, just a few of them, are also going to be on Switch. Plus, the deal that they made is any games that are going to Switch that are also on Xbox, or like they get released at the same time on both consoles, they'll be immediately crossplay. Like that's as far as that goes. There's no way in hell that Microsoft is going to ruin any potential cash cows by giving Nintendo things.
I would love to see.
I don't know. I mean, it's kind of it's a long shot. That's what I'm thinking. But I think that even less of a long shot, even though it's still a long shot, is Banjo-Kazooie on as DLC.
That's my point. Because of this relationship between Microsoft and Nintendo, it's very plausible that we're getting a Microsoft exclusive character in Smash. For fuck's sake, we could see one of the Battletoads.
Yeah, you know what? Shit, that's right.
Oh, dude, that'd be so sick.
Yeah.
What if it's kind of like the Pokemon trainer and it's all three and they have different moves?
Oh, that'd be dope. That'd be sick.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
That would be legitimately awesome. Or they are a character as one whole set.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Depending on what round B
yeah,
is
you
like,
can switch between all three of them.
But likely what it'll be is you'll play as Pimple, I believe, was the leader. So Rash and Zit will come in and do different things.
Rash coming in from Killer Instinct. It's like, man, the hell.
Here's a kicker. If it is the Battletoads and you do get their stage, like you play on their stage and you pause it on their stage, you get their pause music.
Oh,
that'd be dope as fuck. And you know,
that's my point, guys. I can't stress this enough. We're not getting the Game Pass on the Switch. We're getting indie games that are going to be on Xbox.
Oh, also, Ori.
We might
Ori
get
on the Switch.
We might get Ori on the Switch. That's a very big possibility. Yeah. I just don't see a Game Pass. I do see, on the other hand, an Xbox app, much like that's on my phone.
Here's and you're telling right, Greg. My long shot, I still think, is Game Pass will end up on the Switch. I think that Microsoft's long con game is they're gonna want Game Pass on everything or anything you can possibly put on. So I think that Microsoft will make that push. So that's my long shot, but I think that it could happen.
It's a hell of a long shot, Anthony.
It's a hell of a long shot, but if I get it right, I'm gonna.
Yeah, but no. I mean, that's my super long shot right there too.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would say that's probably my longest of shots in all of E3 is Game Pass on the Switch.
Oh yeah.
See, Roman, this is the one we bet on.
This is the one we bet on.
This is the one that we bet on. You guys have bet more on stuff on this podcast than anything else.
Yeah. Okay. No, but here's the thing, though. I have bet both of you guys on our E3 prediction shows, and I've won both bets. Oh man, I don't know if I want to do this.
That's entirely true.
Yeah. No, I'm pretty sure I've won every bet.
I can't recall, honestly.
I've won. Oh,
you guys show me. You guys show me the tapes. You guys show me the tapes, man.
Because I've been a part of like two of these